Hey, what is up, guys? It's Guildspire here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this fabulous Friday afternoon? Hopefully all are doing well. I know I am. But with that being said, today we are going to be playing some Killer as well as Survive with Friends. I'm going to probably play like a couple matches of Killer and at least see then how many people are here to Swift. So as per usual, if you guys are interested, feel free to go down into the channel point rewards and redeem the Swift key. This way I can know who is going to be joining us first. Also, want to do some dailies. I need to catch 3 survivors in bear traps, down people with lethal rush, I think shoot some people with the death slinger. You know, good times, good times. But how is everyone doing today? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Wow, only one offering. I haven't played pubs in a hot minute. I played like some Survivor here and there, but like not killer pubs. I'll say last time I probably played a public match as killer was probably when the Onryo came out last chapter. Other than that, I mainly have been playing like custom, so this will be a treat. This will be a treat. The Blood Lodge, you say? I think I still do. I haven't culled my friends list since that one time. Indeed, it do be a DBD stream. I'll set up this trap here. So that's a stronger loop. Let's go back and pick up this. I always forgot that he does that now. Let's put a trap here. And let's take a look at our gen spread. It's not great, but not horrible. Crows over there, are they on this gen? Not back to DBD, but I did say over on the Discords that today would be a DBD stream for sure. Let's just lock down the window. Kind of pushes her off of this. Got the hit. Still got it! What boss is this? I don't think I found this area. Oh yeah, it's called the Blood Lodge. That's a good loop you're at, friendo. I wonder what my MMR looks like. We are not gonna transfer here. I think we continue. That's a boon totem. If that is Dark Theory, that could be a bit frustrating. Extends this chase further than I would like. Yep, we got brutal, so it's fine. You know what though? I am going to drop chase here. The survivor cranking out this gen. We might be able to push her into our... That's fine. You have like smash it or something? No. So we're gonna break this real quick then. And okay, if we can push you into the LT wall, that'd be fantastic. So if she does window loop, we're in trouble. Oh yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. Gen over there. I mean, these survivors are looping well. So it looks like my MMR... You know what? I just realized I don't think they have a MMR... what's it called? Deterioration over time? No, not happening. Thought I could get it. That's 2, 1, 2. I'm trying to think here what we do here in the grand scheme of things. I mean, it's Trapper. These people are looping well. And I'm an M1 115. I mean, it's really gonna be just a grindy frickin' match, ain't it? This pallet's already down, so unless you have balanced landing, you take the hit. Yep, you fake it out. Balance landing. No balance landing, so you take the hit. He tries a 360. Another gen out already. I mean, these guys are running efficiently. Me as a 115 can't do much. Shack Pallet's still up. They have window. They don't vault, so that's a fake. Let's see if that mind game worked. It did, but then we have freaking Feng Min out of freaking nowhere. So now we have 2 injured. Freaking the best dead hard I've ever seen actually goes for the vault this time instead of the fake. Good job. I mean, this game's over, right? This game's over. There's not much that I can do here. That's the fake this time. Oh, actually, she went full around. She might not realize I have brutal strength, but I think she still gets the paladin time. Yeah, she does. 2 gens about to pop. I mean, yeah, this match is done. Yeah, I mean, they still need to do something about the MMR. It still doesn't feel great when you're not playing, you know, a good killer. And I'm playing efficiently. Sure, I might already know it. What do we want to do here? There's Feng Min. Pallet here. I'm on the inside, so she drops. Makes sense. It is the right play. Yeah, that would be that. Feng Min still here. Potentially an adrenalines, and she had some good distance. Elodie here. They never really chased in my trap zone at all. To be fair, I didn't have a lot of setup available. So, yeah. Feng Min has window vault. That'd be a mid vault, though. So that's fine. I mean, Feng Min dies here, yeah? No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Elodie going for the body block. I'm going to just ignore you and I'm going to swing. Not really worth it. And this stops them from doing what they want to do. Elodie goes off. I mean, Elodie's now in a pretty bad spot. No pallet here on Shack, so altruism might get the better of them. She has a dead hard though, right? 4 dead hards this game. I'm just waiting for it. No dead hard. I hear someone. Fearing for a flashlight save. Yeah, she's here with flashlight. No flashlight save possible here. Let's drag her over here then. 2 healed, 1 injured. No frickin' way. All right. Unless this is bait, but I don't think it is. Not bait. I tried to work that, did not work. So Kate has BT, so she's gonna try and BT block. We're gonna ignore entirely. We go for Feng Min, who has a dead hard. We down Feng Min. No, Yui with a flashlight. And I think we just continue to drag them further and further back into the map. I hear Kate to my left. There is Yui. We do that. That blocks off that path pretty well. So we grab you. Hit you. Get the you down. The Elodie. I mean, altruism kills, friends. Altruism kills. Just lock this up then. And now they can only come from my right? She might have Unbreakable. Kate heals. I don't know where Kate is. Alright, we're just gonna pick them. You got to be literally joking me. What? What? There's no frickin' way. Oh, you gotta be joking me. The frickin' tag there. So I hit you. I mean, now you just get slugged. You still had BT? Excuse me? Alright, I guess we wait out your BT then. I mean... yeah, this is fine. Everyone's up, so now EGC commences normally. And I'm just gonna wait. You're gonna die. No. Down you. There's Feng Min. If they don't have the other exit gate open, they're gonna have to come here, right? We just wait for EGC, see what happens? Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Unfortunately, the dead hard auto aim absolutely got me. Alright, we just grab you then. All today. Unfortunate, but eh. I could have sworn I timed it right too. Like, I made sure to wait and everything. Could have sworn I timed it right to ensure the hit, and it just hit them on the hook. It is, but eh, DBD gonna do DBD things. But GG, well played to the survivors. I did not actually damage a single generator that match. Yes. Was that a dead hard on the hook? On the last hook. If so. Dead hard auto aim got me good. GG. Yeah, no. Dead to rights. Dead hard iframe, auto aim to hook hit caused enough time to where I couldn't get the down. That sucks. Class Fantasy RPG of Souls games. It saved us. No doubt. Good luck, have fun, next match. I think you also hit the BT last second. I swear to God, I counted to 12. The game's like, you sure about that? I think not. I'm like, okay, sure. Yo, what's up, Jeter? GG's, my friend, GG's. Thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I stream a whole lot of games, including Dead by Daylight on Fridays right now. Also doing some Elden Ring no-hit runs on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I did get my new controller, so we're going to be back to the no-hit runs next week. And Magic the Gathering Mondays. It was insane. You guys played really well. It felt rough to play Trapper against survivors who played well. Like, you guys played well. It wasn't until that end game where I was able to kind of snowball out of control. How many people do we have for Swift, by the way? I see Artemis is down to Swift. Anyone else looking to redeem the Swift Q before I do queue up for another match of the Killer? Didn't expect that last trap on you. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, that was a fun one. That was a fun one. You know what? We have a Legion challenge. Let's do that. No hits are rough. So rough I've had to no hit Radon on 3/7 characters to get his stuff. I mean, we're pretty close at this point. Like, I've done a full practice run on just the bosses, nothing on the lands between, and I can get every single boss at this point. It just comes down to getting it all together. No way after that Kate got caught. That was pretty much what I said, like, no way. Yes, I definitely still have you added. So we have Giraffe, we have Artemis. I'll do one more match. I think we're doing, what, Legion pin? Oh, that's right, the pins got changed. So we don't want Mangled, we want probably just Extended Mend? Yeah, Extended Mend. Hey, good luck to you as well, Jeter. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And hopefully we see you again in the fog sometime soon. We have Colorblind on Legion. I don't think we do. Also, I want to take off Deadman Switch. Instead, we are going to go with... let's do Pop, Scourge Hook, Thanatophobia, just to make them miserable. That's what we're gonna do. Pop, Scourge Hook, Thanatophobia. What do I want to grab here? I guess it doesn't matter because we're just looking to get rid of our blood points. It's about to get worse. Some 50% of armor have different lore descriptions when altered. Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. I actually saw that from, I think it was Vati's video. I think I did see that. Also, I like the green screen off of the Arizona tee. That's actually kind of cool. Like a really cool like blue. Imagine if the can actually looked like that. It's actually a really nice shade of like gray blue. I love that. All right. So we'll do, like I said, at least one more killer game. Give everyone enough time to queue up, and then we'll do some Survivor. To dive into old tome lore for DVD, getting into new one, and I keep forgetting. Fair. There's a lot of lore. There's a lot of deep lore. Like, people have started to become more aware of it, like DVD's deep lore, and then people are like, I don't care about this. I just play the game. Like, cool, you do you. Other people can enjoy the lore. Though most of the lore is definitely via the tomes. Eerie of Crows Legion, you say? All right. Based on spawn, I think it should be like here on the left-hand side-ish toward Shack. Me thinketh. Oh, hi! How are you? I'm but just another fellow survivor, you my girl. Yes, because that's gonna work. Hi, friends. Close, no cigar. Yeah, Legion got some new music to go along with his buffs, which I'm quite happy about, including the broken Legion pin buff. Oh, so beautiful. We're gonna see both Quentin and UE be broken soon. There it is. Come on here, Ace, me boy. Can't last forever. Dead hard? You got a dead hard, right? Yeah, I could tell. What survivor in their own right don't have no dead hard no more? Alright, let's put you on a Scourge and then Hook and then see what gem you want to pop. And let's take a look-see. Oh, I hear an injured... Is that bait, Yui? That felt like bait. Was there a dead hard there, or a head-on there? Because that felt like a head-on. Anyone else feel like that was a head-on setup? Because that felt like head-on setup. Alright, let's get you. We'll leave Ace alone for now. Go for Quentin boy. Wait. Oh, you have freaking sprint burst. I was wondering what happened there. It's like, why are you so fast all of a sudden? 99 sprint burst. All right, we go for you instead then. Hi, friend. You don't make that in time. I'm surprised you didn't take the window with door still up. Okay. Bit of a lazy drop, not gonna lie. We'll break chase with you and go back to the survivors over here. Uh-oh. I'm supposed to be the one doing the stabbing, Yui. I'm the one supposed to do the stabbing. Let's go for you. Why not? Ooh, you heal too? That's amazing. Yo, what's up, Badger? How you doing today, friendo? Let's we can mind game it here. Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. Cannot complain, enjoying some of the new Ooh, dead hard or bust, friend. Actually, do you have enough spacing here? Yeah, you have to drop pallet. So you lost a little bit. Tip to kill the Valiant Gargoyles. Are you talking about the one in Ainsel River? Hey friends, you might want to stop doing that. Hi. Dead hard friend. I know you got it. Does she got it? Or it could be the other one. It's near Nocron City. Oh, okay, I know which one you're talking about. Kill the first one before the second one spawns. That's your tip. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure magic and physical damage, pretty good. Alright. 2 people broken, everyone injured, Thanatophobia doing a bang-up job. Has to break this eye tile before long. Nothing worthwhile there. Hi, Ace. Bold move, friend. Bold move. I appreciate it, though. We'll vault with you. Sure. Alright, we vault with again. You are probably gonna vault once more. We'll vault with. Actually, we know it will break. Into this tile. You might just want to stab him real quick and then find everyone else and reset them wherever they are. Let's do that. There we go. I knew they were gonna be together. Do you not think I can see you or something, friend? This will be number 4. Oh, that's unfortunate. If you could have done that, we could have hit Yui down for the 5. What? I feel like that's bait. I'll let you live. Huey's preparing for the mega outplay, apparently. Up you go, friendo. Up onto the scourge hook you go. Oh, you're dead. Whoopsie. Yeah, the outplay is death. The outplay is, whoops, I died. Jin healed, Ace no longer broken. There we are, friends. Don't worry. I'm gonna first pop this. There 2 or 1 here? There's only 1. I thought I heard a second. Don't worry, Ace. I haven't forgot about you. Little old Ace. No, he didn't go forward. All right. Pallet here. Let's see if that mind game worked. Woo! By the skin of his teeth, I think not, Ace me boy. You might have built-in iron will, but it ain't that good, friend. Ooh, this man! He has the iron will and the iron cojones. Because that man did not fall for that fake. But unfortunately, I think he dies here. Nope, dead hard. I mean, he's going for a good loop here. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying the chase, Ace. I'm enjoying the chase. I mean, like, this is what really you can do when you loop tiles effectively, right? Ah! There we go. Good stuff, Ace. I appreciate you. I mean, I'm definitely still playing at higher MMR. Like, there's no question about that in my mind. And so really? I got stuck on a freaking tree branch. I'm not surprised in the slightest that these survivors are looping this well. To be real. They are playing a good game. Alright, let's find a gin to pop. Maybe a survivor to go with it. Survivors. Not here. What about a shack one? That one actually had a pretty good amount of progress too last time I checked. Indeed. Oh, Yunjin. There you going, friendo. Going over here. Don't have a lot of resources over here, though. Let's chase you for a bit. What? Like, I thought for a second she was gonna do a locker fake, hence why I, like, paused for a second to see her do it so I could get the grab, and then she just didn't do anything. She just kind of stood there for a moment. That was interesting. Excuse me? Excuse me? That was an ace. I thought I heard him for a second, but I wasn't certain. Let's find Quentin boy. And the ruling is, I have no idea where Quentin is. I think this is Ace over here, though. Ace just decidedly giving up. Sorry, Ace Me Boy, but you ain't the last survivor. If you gave me your flashlight at the very end, maybe. But not when there are still 2 others living. So goodbye, Ace. Alright. Well, I think Yunjin's probably over here. Let's break this wall, finally. It's not that great in the grand scheme of things. That's not a bad idea to do. No one over here. I'm getting the sense that Quentin might be doing a whole lot of nothing. That is what I'm realizing. Oh, never mind. There's Quentin. Hi, bud. How's you? Yeah, have fun with that sprint burst. I'm a bit faster. What's the plan here, Quentin boy? Not a lot of resources at your disposal to get a dead hard in hand. If so, 'tis time to use it. What's cool about Mog is the fact that there's a cracked tier that actually... Oh yeah, that's right, Sprint Burst. You know, you never know. People use Sprint Burst dead hard. I just assume that everyone has dead hard at this point. I could see like every single exhaustion perk that they use and I'll just assume, you have a dead hard, right? Because that's just like how ingrained dead hard is into the metagame. I just assume that everyone has it by default. But I think we just... Yeah, I think we just call it the game here, right? Good boy, Quentin. No one, what's up? He's like, nope, I'm out. Goodbye. And on that note, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that spawns at Shack, so might as well head over here just in case. Answer is a no. And time to be looking around then. This is the gen Quentin was on, so that's not Yunjin. Might as well legion around as we attempt to find the hatch. Hi there, Yunjin. How are you? Sorry to say, but I've already gone this way. Dead hard for the pallet. Ooh, we both mind gamed there and almost both got tripped up. That was cute. I like that. This is a fake. No way you go for it. Yeah, no way you go for it. That was good. That was good. All right, well that there will be the 4K with the Legion. And with that being said, that there will be a GG well played to these survivors. Alright, so right now we have Artemis and Giraffe interested in the Swiftnin queue for Survive Friends Friday. Who else is interested? If no one else, I think we're going to jump into some Survivor. Damage 8 generators, we damaged 5. Unfortunate. Oh, I didn't say GG well played! Sorry! I said it here, that's what matters, right? Alright, have a good one, Liquid. Your EAC hates you. Big oof. I'll load up when I can. All right. Oh, are you stuck at the load screen? Is that what it is? That's fine. We'll get things rolling here. All right. Let's see. I'm stuck with EAC errors. Oh no. Even worse, to be honest. Well, we'll get Artemis in here. If I have not 40'd you. The EAC gives false positive. All right, well, let's ready up in the meanwhile. And I guess we will do the stuff and things here. Start playing Fortnite now transfers the error to DBD. Interesting. Well, that is a wee bit unfortunate. Your favorite thing to tell people? What's that? Radon could technically be the baby sibling. I'm pretty sure Radon is the youngest, no? I'm fairly certain that might be a thing. I mean, it's either Radon or Ronnie. And I'm fairly... No, wait. Yeah, it's either Radon or Ronnie. Because then there's Mikola and Melania, who are Radigan. Basically, they're technically incest children, but they're like god children. They're the spawn of God. That's what they are. Yeah, well, Rykard is the eldest out of Renala and Radigan's, yeah. Oh, this is the deli build, right? I was like, what build do I have on right now? This would make sense. All right, let's put on you, and you, and you. And I don't think I have anything worthwhile. We don't know the true timeline of what their age is, I don't think. But yeah, I think they're just talking about specifically just the thought of Radon, as big as he is, being the baby of the bunch, or the youngest sibling. I want to say that either they're really close in age or Ronnie's older, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't think there's any real timeline or way of parsing how old Ronnie versus Radon is. But yeah, like I said, I don't think Alex is really talking about, do we care the exact age? Just the funny thought that Radon is the youngest. And doing Elden Ring maths all day and I'm tired. That's fair. That's fair. I can understand that. Well, we'll be doing some Elden Ring on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The Fractured Cowshed, and Adu has a Sprint Burst. There is a Corrupt Intervention. So let's actually use the Sprint Burst and head over towards Shack. Corrupt Intervention there as well. It's a Blight Boy. And there is an Undying. So I'm gonna guess either the Devo or Ruin Undying. So I guess we should hunt down Totem, shouldn't we? If we don't, we might be in trouble. I'll just check for Ruin. No Ruin and Undying? I think not, friend. Wait, throw the hunt? Throw the hunt? Undying? Could this be... I wonder if this could be Pentimento? Could this be a Pentimento gamer? Because, like, why would they run Thrill the Hunt Undying, right? That would make the most sense. So I think until I see information that says otherwise, we don't touch. No Thanatophobia, Corruption Prevention. Would it have to be Pentimento Undying? Pentimento Undying Thrill the Hunt? Corrupt? That doesn't seem great. But what would be the third? The third one has to be Devo. There's no way that it's not Devo, right? Who dat? Well, technically there isn't incest. The case with Radigan slash technically if Radigan and whatnot, it's not, because technically they're one god. It's a bit complicated. Bad Blight. That's fine, I'm gonna complete this gen. Yo, what's up, Soken? How you doing today, bud? Hopefully you're doing well. My friend. I would like to request that we get rid of this gen as well. That's gonna be first hook. I am thinking it has to be Devo. Thrill the Hunt Undying Devo Corrupt. Otherwise, I just don't know. Yo, what's up, Twisted? How you doing today, bud? Mog and Mikola. Yes, do know, however, that the idea of consort in Elden Ring is not as straightforward as one might think the word consort means, because it is much less about, you know, consorting someone and more about power, especially when the demigods are in such a power struggle for pieces of the Elden Ring. So it's not as simple as that with Mog, though he definitely is not exactly a good person, to say the least. The lore behind Melania, Mikola, Mog is interesting. It is very interesting. Basically, all in all, Mog wants Mikola to become a god, greater than that of what influences the Erd Tree and the greater will. And thank you much for the lurk, Alex. I appreciate it. I want to get rid of this gen now. So far, so good. Good. Done with work and have free time. Hey, happy to hear that, Twisted. Who's over here? Hey, here's someone over here. Hi. Do you want medkit? Marika is mother of both Mog and Mikola. Yes, do know that Marika and Radigan are the same person. So there's a bit of a twist there. Yeah, it's why it's speculated that the reason why Melania and Mikola are so effed is because they technically were born of the same person split in two. Elden Ring lore is interesting. Now, if you wouldn't have gone and frickin' missed your skill checks, we would've been fine. Oh, they're all the way over there. Cool. I think I should have gotten rid of any 3 gens that exist at this point. There's a 3rd totem. Thrill the Hunt, Undying. So there should be 4 lit, 1 dull. I know where 1 dull is. Because Haunted is 2, Thrill the Hunt Undying is 3 and 4, so there should be a 5th dull totem. Hi, friend. So, yep, that's Devour. That is Devour. So Devour is one of the 2 totems, either the corner over there or the one over there. So I was right about the Devo. Haunted would have been the only other option, but Haunted wouldn't have made as much sense. So there's not Devo. We have Decisive at the ready. Bye, Blight Boy. Yeah, that was the only dull in the game over there. Oh, there's Jonah down. Oh, why is everyone over here? Okay, he knows I'm here. Yeah, it sucks. Like, literally, I don't know why everyone was here, and then everyone was. Zarina should be ready to get picked up, Artemis. Have a good one, Soken. Either, so if he picks up Zarina or myself, we can be picked up. So, wait, he's gonna Mori me. No. Do not unhook! Do not unhook! Don't you dare! I'm watching you go for the unhook! Don't do it! Don't... Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't. Oh, my word. No, my word. I was like, I saw what Blight was doing. He's like, I'm just gonna stand here. Welp. Yeah, he checks for Devo. And last one. I mean, at this part, Artemis, you should make a break for it and try and go for a hatch. Slug Guardian Season is always so lovely. Hey, yeah, isn't it a beautiful practice? Alright, there goes Bleat Boy. I like how we died together. Oh, that's the hatch. Well, that's a big old ripperoo right there. I don't see a way of getting out of this unless you find a key. He definitely saw those scratch marks. No shot. Yeah, he's looking. Oh. Oh, he spotted you. Oh, he did, but he didn't see where you went. Oh, it's going around though, and that will spell the end of that, friends. That there will be the 4K Mori. His boop and die. Yeah, about right, about right. As soon as I saw Artemis going for that unhook, like, oh, that's the end of that. My stream is very delayed. It's fine. I saw it happen in real time, like, no, don't do it! Don't do it! Rough, but GG, well played. Yeah, I was worried about the Devo. Oh, what sucked too is that hook was not that far away. So, like, it must have been just on the cusp. If we were, like, a little bit closer to the hook, then it would have been fine. Alright. That's fair, that's fair. Giraffe, are you ready to join by chance? Can't open your game? Unfortunately, I'm going to imagine an uninstall and reinstall will probably be required at this point. No idea how fast your computer is. Gives you an error no matter what you do. Yeah, it sounds like a full uninstall, reinstall. Big oof for sure. That didn't fix Fortnite. Did you revalidate EAC? Have you attempted that? Because you can do so and see if that works. Because EAC might actually be finding. I've reinstalled Fortnite 2 times. Did you try EAC? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is the EAC revalidation. Can't even open game. You don't need to open game to revalidate EAC. So you should be able to. Let me see if I can find it. Revalidate EAC. I'm not finding it. I'm just finding freaking economic terms. EAC troubleshooting. Not EA, EAC. Anti-cheat, troubleshoot, reinstall, repair EAC. You'll need to have. Okay, so you've already reinstalled. There might actually be some relevance to saying to uninstall Fortnite and... Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. What do I want to bring? Let's do BT... Renewal. Where is renewal? There it is. We'll make it and screw. Why not a dead hard? Yeah. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is... The only reason why I can think EAC would be causing an issue is if it's thinks that another EAC is live. So I Googled it to death. What's the code, out of curiosity? Like, what's the error code? I'm just trying to think. Is it an EAC code or is it a Steam code? Error code similar to 3005, where the game will fail to launch the EAC interference. Fix includes cache clearing, reinstallation of either the game, Steam, or Origin, disabling antivirus software, or by installing the GPU's latest drivers. So I found that. Trying to see. Looks like definitely other people are experiencing similar things. I'm not sure how recently, though. The coal tower. You'll have to send it directly to one of the mods. Or if you're just trying to get to Giraffe, you can always just whisper it to Giraffe. Oh. Where is this person? Not sure if they're in chase of someone or what. They are definitely in chase. It is a Who is that? Nancy, why are you here? Nancy, why are you such a nuisance? Well, Nancy's officially on the S list, so if you end up on hook, friend, I'm gonna leave you for dead. No, I think she wants Felix dead is what she wants. So that, oh, it's Wraith. I see. Yep, Wraith, you can have her. All yours, friend. I was trying to figure out who it was. Now it makes sense. Honestly, you deserve that. You kind of deserve that, friendo. Kind of tempted to leave you on hook. But then you're going to DC, so don't want that. Didn't want that. Oh, you're in basement, though. That's no bueno. That is a little bit of a no bueno, I do think. Don't see Wraith. Oh, don't try and suicide. Fine, I'll come get ya. Imagine Wraith will go over to that. Anyways. Oh, he's camping. Artemis. Oh, he was. That somehow worked to a frickin' T, and I'm here for it. Do I have an LT into an LT? Of course I do. Do I have any pallets? The only pallet I have is here. Okay, we're good. Whew. Good stuff. That was a freaking good basement unhook there. Was able to dead hard for the BT hit. That was prime. All right. Well, if anyone needs heals, will make it for a little bit longer. All right, friend. I do want my renewal at some point. Was even more so because BT didn't even trigger. No, BT triggered on one of them. We did see one BT proc. I think it was on the Nancy. Actually, maybe not. Was it not on the Nancy? I could have sworn I saw a BT proc. It did after everyone was unhooking and leaving? Okay. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure like I saw a BT proc. I didn't know what in what regard though. We're gonna get this. Yep, Wraith is elsewhere. Hey Nancy, you wanna heal? Yeah, I'll heal you. Even if you are a little bit of a troll. Alright, my renewal should be procced now, which is good. You need to make sure Nancy doesn't die, ideally. Nancy doing a whole lot of nothing. Was that that must have been a styptic agent off of the Feng Min. That had to have been. There's no reason for her to get a deep wound stat otherwise. So, good stuff there. Still believe that Styptic should be removed from the freaking game. Don't understand why they have somehow continued. Alright, one gen left. Let's see if I can protect Feng Min from going down here. Feng Min doing a good job with this tile. He whiffs. Body block for you, friend. You need to, like, not be here. You need to just leave, is what you need to do. Is he on? He's still on Feng Min. Alright, let's get you mended and healed. Artemis takes it. Where's the Nancy? She was over here too. Oh, Nancy's now in chase. Good on you, Nancy. Where'd Feng Min go? Feng Min freaking dipped out. There's the next gate right here. Alright, Nancy, I need you to do exit gate. There's Feng Min. Okay, Nancy's opening that. That's good. I'm just gonna go for it, right? Nope, didn't have enough time. Unfortunate. Armus has BT. Nancy should be 99. I don't know why you're down here, though. That is a play, friend. Yeah, like I said, that was a play. Double body block. There's 4 hooks here, friends. Neither one of you have BT. Why can I already tell that neither one of them have BT? Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet? Uh-huh. 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 I'm just gonna wait for my renewal. Here's BT. That's Nancy. Nancy doesn't have DS. I'll try for the body block, friend. Nope. If he does, it's activated now. He does not, though. I have no idea where Artemis is. He's also looking. Unfortunate, though honestly, Nancy kind of deserved to die, so I'm not too upset. But GG, well played to the survivors and the Wraith. All right, not bad at all. Unfortunate that it won't open today. Fingers crossed that it will open soon. Does suck that that's happening, but sounds like it is an issue that a lot of people are experiencing. So good news, bad news there, I do suppose. It will hopefully mean that it gets addressed soon. Hey, GG's, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. I am Mark, aka Giltspire. Though I play a variety of different games, including Magic the Gathering on Mondays, Elden Ring on Tuesdays through Thursdays, and DBD on Fridays, I am an educational Dead by Daylight player, and actually just educational streamer at this point, I should say. So if you are interested in learning about any of those games, whether it be Magic the Gathering and how to play in Explorer Standard or otherwise, Elden Ring on how to do a no-hit run, or DBD on how to play Killer and or Survivor, definitely make sure to hit that follow button. It would be much appreciated. And welcome. Also do make sure to stop on by and say hi at all our other socials, which you can find over here on, not the link T, it is the link tree. Shield of, hold up. Is Mix It Up not up? Oh god dang it, Mix It Up. Mix It Up's like, I have an update. Thanks! You could have told me sooner. Alright, Mix It Up is, and it's doing a thing. Then Linktree will be up. I was wondering why the lurk sound didn't work earlier. That makes sense now. That does make a little bit of sense. Alright. Mix It Up is logging on in. That is the Mix It Up and Linktree. There we go. That's much better. Let's read on up. We should have enough room for the blood points. Still don't understand why they don't raise the blood point cap. Actually, I do, but I don't. I hate it that they haven't, but all's well. Ooh, a key, you say? I have not seen a key. I mean, I haven't played a lot of pubs, but even before that, before I took my break from the pub life of DBD, I have not seen a key brought very often. So that is interesting to me. Sarash. We talking about Sarash? Dull gold of beast engraved on it, crest lighter than most great shields, and look easier to wield. The beast depicted as Sarash, aged counselor who guides the golden lineage, but isn't the statue that led to the catacombs also called Sarash, guide of the dead, or just the same namesake? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if the statues had names. That is an interesting thought there. If you can't tell, the chat right now is a bit of a mix of DBD, a bit of a mix of EAC troubleshooting, and a mix of the Elden Ring lore. It's a fun little culmination of all the things that honestly I enjoy. Outside of the EAC issues, the EAC issues are a bit rough. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Chat is for you guys. It is my way to peer into what you guys are talking about in the moment. The hunchback statues. I didn't know if they're called that. I'm just like, yes. You love the lore? It gives the names if you touch it to activate it. Does it? Like, I may have just pressed Y too quickly to notice. that is a possibility. Interesting. Interesting. Uh-oh. It's the police. They're coming for you. I don't know who, but someone. Not enough topics. Who wants to see my new the new Doctor Strange movie? It opened. Hey, look at that. Our full-blooded husky tomorrow. Well, enjoy that. And it looks like we are going to be learning how to jump some rope as we are in the dream world with Mr. Freddy Boy. So do keep in mind that there is a blood... Actually, is it... Hi, Fred Boy. Bye, Fred Boy. Is he on me? No, he's on her. Cool. Ruin? No Ruin. Cool. On Fregel, as it is the Stretch Armstrong, Mr. Freddy Krueger himself. It's so random. Yeah, that is rough. That is rough. Yeah, it should be exciting to begin the Husky. You'll soon be enjoying the Husky tantrums. Honestly, I would love to get a Husky, but A, they require so much space to be able to run around in. If not, then require just so much investment in their in walking and exercise. And also, like, making sure you're not in too warm of a climate. Like, Huskies are high maintenance creatures. He's teleporting somewhere, but he ain't teleporting here. Alright, I'm gonna let you finish this gen. For Mr. Freddy Krueger is this way. Hopefully it goes to the finished gen so I can get the unhook. Don't worry, friendo, I'm coming for you. Hello. You need to run, friend. You need to run? I don't think you understand. He is here. You need to keep on running. Okay, well, not into him. That's not, you know, I said to keep on running, but not like into him, friend. Ooh, good hit. Do I have anything here? Oh, I have a pallet. No, I don't think that's real. I don't think that's real. I think that's fake. I think that's fake. Because I don't remember that being there. But I could be wrong. Let's see, can I see it? Can I see it? Can I see it? Yeah, I do not think that's real. Alright. Well, unfortunately, my renewal is not primed and ready. Oh, so it was over here, wasn't it? It wasn't over there. Or where was it? It was somewhere. Yeah, it was somewhere. Oh, it is real. Well, I guess I should have dead-hearted and dropped it. That's my bad for thinking that was a dream pallet. But I haven't seen any pools, so I still think he has dream pallets. Alright, let's heal ourselves. Armor's down. Jen here has little to no progress. Oh, there's the dream snares. There's the dream snares. Alright, he definitely likes going after the unhooks, that is for sure. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, let's try and get renewal primed and ready. We still have 3 gens and Jill's almost dead, so that's not great. I'll let Meg continue the chase of Fred Boy. She has yet to be hooked. This gen sounds like it's in progress. It do. He's a teleporting. I wonder if he has Tink. I actually have no idea what perks he has. I'm actually trying to think now. What perks does this man have? I genuinely have no clue. Have we seen anything? And now he's just fake teleporting. I just need to make sure. It might be. It genuinely might be. I have no clue what he's using, so it wouldn't be outside the realm possibility, to be fair. I don't think it's Tink. I don't... Did we see Corrupt Intervention at start? I don't think so. It's not Sloppy Butcher. It's not Scourge Hook. Bye, Meg. You really nice. Meg, you get here right now and finish this gen with me. Megan! Megan! I swear to God, if he teleports here and pushes me off the gen, I'm gonna scream. We're good. Alright, there's Jill. There's the unhook. Okay, so no Noad. There is no Noad. What? Oh, No Way Out, though. Okay, so not a Remember Me, but a No Way Out, yes. And that's gonna be a full 4 stacks of No Way Out, too. I mean, she was on that pretty quick. So that should be ticking down soon. Keywords being soon. Remember me. Okay, so No Way Out, Remember Me. But no Noed. That seems like a really strange late game build. Unless you're right, there might be a Blood Warden. This man really wanted to keep us hostage, didn't he? Oh, you know what, though? It could be double Eerie. Could be double Eerie add-on for, like, pseudo Blood Warden. That's 99 it's gonna get. So I have it open over by Shack side. I mean, I think we might just send it, right? So they hook, we open. Now let's see if there's a pseudo Blood Warden. Yep, so there's the pseudo Blood Warden of Black Box. So I was right, double Eerie. If Meg goes back down, we just leave, right? Don't know where they are. Because this is double Blood Warden. Okay, it's over now. Artemis down. Yeah, I just leave then? Yeah, we just leave. It was Black Box, Paintbrush, Blood Warden, Remember Me, No Way Out. I don't know what the fourth would be. But yeah, we just leave. We just leave. I know a Blood Warden when I see one, and that one there is Blood Warden. Meg dead too. They were nowhere near me. Oh, that exit gate's open, but I bet you Blood Warden. Went over to the exit gate, pushed the button to open. My button was like, nope, oof. That's an oof. So she's gonna have pseudo Blood Warden effect on her, right? From Black Box? I don't think she realizes that there's the Black Box as well. Uh-oh. Well, there's a dead hard friend, but I don't think you're getting anywhere. Fred Boy here can just wait out EGC. I still didn't even realize that he brought a Mori. Was that a yellow Mori? Was that a yellow? It was a red, oh. Yep, Blood Warden, No Way Out, Remember Me, Fire Up. Ah. Well, GG well played to the survivors and the Freddy. Yeah, good shout on the Blood Warden though. I'm glad. I was like, no thank you, goodbye. All right, Draft, are you loaded on up? If so, can we get you on in here? Yes, I see a giraffe. And as a reminder to all those who are playing some Dead by Daylight, if you are interested in joining for a match of Survivor Friends, you're more than welcome to do so. Just make sure that you do redeem the Swift queue down in the channel points. All right, let's grab use. Let's try and get you to P1, friendo. Blood Web, looking a bit messy, but should be able to make it in our favor. Using bee larvae, so technically he's just eating them like cereal. Wait, why are we talking about bee larvae? I'm very confused now. I feel like I just missed something. Receiving the bee lore? Is that what we're doing? I'm not sure if we're talking about Elden Ring anymore, or if we're talking about something else. Because I don't remember bees in Elden Ring. Am I crazy? Remember a lot of things, but not bees. The bee lore is Alex is unhinged and insane. Fair, fair. That Elden Ring technically. Okay. I was like, I feel like it might be linked somewhere, but it might be a stretch. Sounds good, sounds good. Thank you much for the heads up. Why are there giant ants, by the way? I think that's just a because why not moment. I do think that there's a because why not. Yeah, just because there can be, exactly. I don't think there's a lore reason for like certain enemies like that. I think that is just absolutely a because why not. Like, maybe you could use science to, like, determine that, like, oh, there are these giant creatures because the Erd Tree supplies all this nutrients and wealth to the world, and thus it can sustain larger creatures. But I think that is, as far as a lore decision, I think that is very much a why not? Well, the death laser beams actually have a basis in reality, or a foundation in reality, to be fair. Because there are lobsters, and I don't know if it's all lobsters, but there are lobsters who can spray jets of water. And I guess if you were to scale them up to the gargantuan size that they are in Elden Ring, it might make sense that they're able to shoot jets of water with such high velocities. As far as the accuracy side of things, well, that's where game mechanics and reality kind of separate themselves. I just calculated bees. Actually, crustaceans can't be too big because their muscles would sag internally and they would die. Yes, that is true. Like I said, there's a foundational reality when it comes to the jet of water, but as far as reality and scale, because there's the square root law that whenever like if you were to scale up something, if you were to scale up an ant, you need to remember that you're not just increasing its size, but you're like increasing its volume by an exponent of 2, I think that is, right? And because of that, it's why you can't technically enlarge a mouse to the size of an elephant. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to sustain itself and able to like move around and whatnot. So like, would it work? No. Same thing with the ants. But you know, game logic. Ooh, it's a Mr. Box Boy. Okay, okay. Oh, hi, Box Boy. I think he's looking for the box. Oh, he has Bam Bam. This man got the bamboozle. Oh, you almost got bamboozled by me, though. Alright. Do you want to commit to me is the real question.
You summoned me.
Cool, we're good. We are good. I heal. You go do Gen. Alright, alright. You know what the scariest creature in all of Elden Ring, though, is? The freaking Great Rune Bears. Those things are downright terrifying. Alright. 50% through this gen. Looks like Giraffe is in chase with the Cenobot. They are now down with the Cenobite. Not to be confused with down with the sickness. The gen down. Plaything? Ooh, okay. I would ask if he's still over by you, but you wouldn't know. Alright, let's get you healed up and get my renewal activated. We're just gonna commit to this. How do I want to play this? You drop this. Oh, I thought I pulled off the dead hard in time. I did not have enough time. Oh well. I have renewal primed.
Now you must come with me.
But what if I don't wanna? Thank you much for the lurk. I do appreciate it. There's the X play thing. Artemis takes a hit. That's fine. Not ideal, but fun. Oh, be careful, Giraffe. Oh, Gift of Pain. Oh, that's why I said Gop. Like, I thought you were trying to say go. I was very confused. Thankfully, Gift of Pain might not proc on me. Interestingly enough. So do I still have the penalty even though I wasn't healed by another survivor? Maybe. Yet to be determined. I think I am. That's really interesting, that even though I healed myself, Give the Pain still procs. Alright, 30 seconds. Like my overdraft. He's over there on the right. He might not see me right away, though, on the approach. Okay, so you guys are good there. Leave Artemis on the gen. They were working on this gen earlier, weren't they? Oh, been regressing, though. It do be regressing. So yeah, Gift of Pain still activates. That's interesting. I both love and hate that. Alright, he didn't pay much attention to me, which is good. But I'm doing this gen at less than 9%. I need to go. Unfortunate. Good hit. Pallets here. You think I'm not paying attention to your red stain, you're dead wrong. Fortunately, I don't have much to work with here, so... This is gonna be fun. There's the Bam Bam. Ooh, so close on the distance. All right. Where's everyone else? Gen back there's good. My renewal's up, so I will get healed. That was last gen as well. Excellent. I will take that chase then, gladly. Not bad. That was a good one. I was hoping that Dead Hard would give me enough distance, but I think he might camp me out now. What perks do we know? He has Gift of Pain, Plaything, and then I don't know. Time to wait out your penalty? Did you DC a few too many times there, Twisted? He's pretty heavily proxing. No way out? Okay, that's 3. Do we think Noed as the 4? Honestly, the way he's proxying, I would say let me die, potentially. But up to you guys.
Summoned me.
Oh, now you can get me. You can absolutely get me now. We're good, we're good. I have renewal friends. Like, everyone's like, but touchy. I'm like, no. Renewal. What, Advocate didn't want to kill them? Ah, fair enough. So that one must have not been a Scourge Hook. Okay, so no Noad. So we can go for the unhook here. What's his 4th then? Could have maybe been like Pop, maybe? Alright, we should be good there. Where's other Execate? Trying to figure it out. Box is over there. I doubt I'm able to grab his attention in this box. Oh, both on both sides. That's kind of rough. I mean, it was Blood Ward in the other game, to be fair. Alright, Sarmus takes a hit there. Hi, friend. Can we get Artemis is the next question. No matter what, someone goes down here for sure.
You summoned me. I came.
Alright, so there's the unhook. Alright, I think we're good to get to the Execate now. Someone want to open that, please, and thank you? That would be good. And we are golden. Everyone out. Perfect. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Not bad at all, but GG, well played to these survivors and the Pinhead. That was a good match. It was, oh yeah, Bamboozle. Completely forgot about that. We saw him use Bamboozle like 5 different times. Bamboozle. Bamboozle, Plaything, No Way Out, and Gift of Pain. Yeah, I literally said Bamboozle like 5 times. Alright. Yeah, we completely forgot we had Bam Bam. I was like, oh yeah, Bam Bam. I guess it came into like play 2 times. It was what, Shaq and the gazebo. Escape 3 chases, we can do that. That is easy enough. No longer have to do physio because I wasn't helping in big ways, but since moving my exercise to water-based exercise, a lot of my I don't want to exercise because it hurts is now just I'm too lazy to catch the bus to the pool. Small wins, yeah, I'd agree, small wins. What do I need to do? I need to escape 3 chases. Best way to escape a chase, one says. I mean, this is not a bad build for it. Exactly, I am glad about that. Always good news when you find something that is working. What are we doing here? I don't even know. Okay. I should think we're good, staying at 750 thou. Once queues get a little bit more sluggish, I'd say towards like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'll probably go back to some killing, where I'm gonna play some of the Demo Boy, as I'll be playing the Demogorgon tomorrow. That is great to hear. That is very good to hear. Been playing for a week straight and now I'm in red ranks. Yeah, I mean, if you put in the time, you do get the benefit. No doubt, no doubt. I'll be honest, I've been enjoying just playing DBD from a competitive side of things, where the meta and the gameplay is much more curated. To be fair, I'm also the one curating the rules, right? But it's just so much more balanced from a killer perspective. From a survivor perspective, it's not really that much different in the grand scheme of things, because like I'm not one to just run the meta. I do like synergistic builds like this though. You know, BT renewal will make it, and then a exhaustion perk. Even though there is an option to adjust your mouse sensitivity, yeah, there is. I much prefer pubs. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, pubs, there's a whole lot less pressure, right? Whereas compware definitely is a lot more stress on it. Gotta get my play in because I start work next Friday. Fair enough, fair enough. Gotta show off my strong arms and head on. That's fair, yeah, that's fair. I may or may not have had some black tea earlier. I have found that my caffeine sensitivity is so bad that I cannot have black tea. Like, it's pretty bad. I sometimes buy lunch from work, and I work at a college, and so it's a college cafeteria. Not bad food, not great either, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. But I remember one day I grabbed a sweet tea. You're immune to caffeine? Well, see, you're immune to caffeine. I have the opposite effect, i.e., I go to sleep. Yeah, it's Mori. I mean, it could be a Shroud of Binding, but more like not a Mori. But yeah, caffeine make me go sleep. So I was like, the other day, I was like, why am I so tired all of a sudden? And I couldn't put 2 and 2 together until like I took a swig of my tea. I'm like, how much caffeine's in this? And I looked, I'm like, oh, enough. So like black tea is enough to make me sleepy. And I may or may not have had some black tea earlier. I don't think there's a lot in Arizona tea. I'm trying to see. Vitamin C, carb, sugar. Is there anything that says about caffeine, or is it caffeine free? Ginseng, honey. I mean, green tea has caffeine, but not as much as black. Doesn't say how many milligrams of caffeine is in this, though. So I don't know. Being like drop dead tired of my old work making coffee with 3 espressos in it still wouldn't wake me up. Yes, you have the opposite. Like I said, I have the opposite effect. It's not that it doesn't wake me up, it just makes me tired. Go visit God. Man, at that point, just make yourself a Turkish coffee, right? Ooh, Mount Ormond. I do enjoy this map. That's one thing I will say about Conference pubs. I do miss some of the maps that we don't play on, like Ormond, but Ormond definitely ain't a comp viable map for sure. That's a corrupt. I done heard a corrupt. Huntress. I hear the lullaby. Oh, I love that skin on Huntress. Yeah, she doesn't want to play around in the corrupt zone. That is fair. I mean, if that's the case, we just wait it out, right? We just wait in the corrupt zone and not care too much? Because she's just mainly patrolling her uncorrupted gens. No, she's in chase. So we need to start working on gens then. No, Ruin. Okay. Ruin's definitely fallen out of favor. Alright. So, sticking the Nia. Good news there. Ooh, but that was a very quick down. Ruin dying for life. I think at this point, Pop Color Brine's probably better than Ruin and Dying, not gonna lie. It's more reliable, gets you more aggression, and it's basically Ruin on a stick, right? So it's 20 seconds off, 25% plus Ruin. Yeah, I do not have kick. Fair. That is fair. Hi, friendo. Let's hope that there's no cross-map hatchets. Oh, she thinking of it, though. She done think about it. I choose to forget Colubrine exists. Well, you don't like Ruin on a stick? Artemis down pretty early, too. This is gonna be rough. Huntress ain't bad so far from what I'm seeing. She is not bad. Ooh, Scourgehook Pain Res. Didn't kick your gen, but that was a Pain Resonance. Was that one side of a perk that does continuous skill checks? That's, oh god, Floods of Rage? She's on Giraffe. Come on, Giraffe, you got this! Good stun. Thank you for the hit, friend. Do you not have any more hatchets, friendo? Oh, that hit validation is rough on the receiving end, not gonna lie. I saw the red light through the corner, and that's why I knew that she was going for the mind game. I thought I had a bit more time, but technically I did, but just not enough as hit validation got me in the end. Like, I'm happy with the hit validation, how it has ended up, but ooh, that hurts the soul when you're on the receiving end of it, for sure. But I'm fine taking the down for Giraffe here because I have Renewal prepped and ready, so it does have its benefits. Giraffe, though, taking a hit. Thank you, friend. Okay. My first gen has been completed. Has Shack been completed? There wasn't a gen in Shack, was there? There's a gen here, though. Exhaust hatchets and Agi. I didn't notice the exhaust hatchets, actually. I did not notice them because she did not have a hatchet when she chased me. I mean, there was a place in time where they're relevant. Now they really aren't. Back in the day when exhaust perks regened while sprinting, that's when exhaust hatchets made a lot of sense. Yo, what's up, Liz? How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, Artemis is down. That gen's completed. Main is completed. You're good? Happy to hear, happy to hear. I know that one is not, that she's right next to now. That's mildly unfortunate. Yeah, I knew you couldn't hit that, friend. I'm gonna force you to M1 me. Oof. Nope, not exhaust hatchets. Nice. It's Babushka Okaft, I think. That was a pretty quick throw there. Yo, what's up, Busher? Long time no see. I think last time we spoke, it was when we found each other in the fog. How you doing, friend? Hopefully having a good time. Giraffe down. Where are these last gens at? Ba-da-ba-ba. I know there's the one in the corner there where she's at. Good as always, doing pretty well, doing pretty well. Just out here playing some Swift, taking a break from the Elden Rings. Why? Oh, what the hell? I, for some reason, didn't see her over the rock. I got a bit confused there for sure. I thought she doubled back. I lost her. Oh, this gen's dead to the world. Gotta love to smash it. Always good. Oh yeah, absolutely. I 110% mind game myself there. No doubt. Because I lost her behind the rock, I screened myself. That looks like Agi, kinda does. So Agi Corrupt, Scourge Hook, and then a fourth unknown perk. But with this 3-gen, we could be in a bit of trouble. I don't have Renewal. She's right there. So we just dive in here and bait DS, right? She cares not. She cares not about the non-existent DS. Like that was without any hesitation. She goes, "You don't have DS," but but like I wanted to make sure I didn't go on the ground because she would just insta-more me, right? So it made sense to at least bait it if I was caught out in the corner, which I very much was. Without a body block there, I was dead. We escape 3 chases? 1. Okay. Hey, it's another TTV. So where are these gens at? Ooh, you kind of need to... Oh, ooh, Ender with the body blocks. Nicely done, but that was a quick down. That's a bit rough. Artemis hiding in the locker. Hey, Boone, Circle of Healing. Boone, Circle of Healing seems a whole lot worse now that it's a self-care. That might be barbecue. Real talk? Good dodge, but you're gonna get M1'd here for sure. Oh, oh! Giraffe here with the jukes. Nicely done. Oh, I was gonna say wrong side, but she thought it was the wrong side too. Yeah, you need to vault that. Rough. So Giraffe about to be moried. This gen oh, actually, you both might be able to get this. If they guess wrong on this last gen, I think you guys got this. Wait, she's not mooring. What's happening here? Wait, was it a green Mori? What are you doing here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that's both gens. Wait, Artemis! Artemis! What are you doing? Finish the gen! That's unfortunate. This is so close. If you committed, it would have been fine. They have a Mori. I mean, both gens are pretty well progressed. This person does not have a Dren. And a pop. All right, there we go. Looks like Ender's in chase. Somehow making it out of there alive for a second. Not for long, though. Ender's gonna get moried. You need just GTFO. You have time to get to the exit gates. Unless they slug for the 4K? I mean, I know you're not Potato, but you were juking well. I think they're slugging for the 4K. That's disappointing. I just don't understand why you slug for 4K. That's just miserable for everyone involved. That's why I literally will camp out the last survivor, because I just find, like, whether it be hiding for the hatch or slugging for the 4K just miserable. Especially because you have a Mori too. Just Mori. A good find. Oh, you did well. You did well for sure. You guys need to split the hell up. She's over there. Are exit gates on both sides? Or on one side, rather? Sounds good. We will have you join then. I do need to get a few Demogorgon games in for this weekend's match. Because, Liz, you're taking Wraith, right? Is that correct? You taking the Wraith, I'm taking the Demo. And then the Legion if it comes down to it. Sounds good, sounds good. Now comes the long drawn out process. I mean, I think the best thing to do here is just to split on exit gates and at least one of you gets out. Both of you, I don't think it's happening unless one of you goes for a nutty run. Otherwise, I think there's an exit gate on the left and an exit gate on the right. One of you needs to go to the left one needs to go to the right one, but like playing passively ain't gonna do anything here. It's just delaying the inevitable. Yeah, both need to make a decision here for sure. Because yeah, this is just long and drawn out. Nia's on the left side, so if I was Artemis, I'd go to the right side to try and divide up the attention. Like, one of you's going to be seen, but it means that one of you gets out. As long as you somehow don't botch the run. Yeah, this isn't going to work. This is going to result in a 4K, I think. By the way this is going right now. Oh. How did she not see Artemis? That's crazy. What's Nia doing? Oh, Nia's going for it. Nia's going for it. She's on the right side. Artemis on the left now. Come on, Artemis, do it! Open that gate! So Nia goes down here. Ooh, no dead heart even. She's slugging again. Ooh. I mean, I would just commit, right? Dodge the hatchet. No! Oh, she missed. You got this. You got it. You got it. You got it. You're good. Oh, no. Nia, you crawled too far! No! Oh, no. Oh, Huntress says go for it. That would have been heartbreaking. Nia, leave. Leave. Do you want to be worried? What is going on here? Are you offering yourself to the Huntress? Or are you just BMing? Well, doesn't matter what you're doing. You're dying now. Huntress's generosity only goes so far. But with that being said, GG, well played to the survivors and the Huntress. So, Agi Barbecue, we were right about the barbecue, Corrupt, and the Scourge Hook. And let's give a shout out real quick, Lock, to Adventure Cat 885. Oh. Let's see, are they live? Answer is no. Unfortunately not. All right. Well, with that being said, let's jump into the next match, shall we?
God damn it, my chat is not.
Why do I feel so the odds are against us?
Oh, I gotta refresh chat.
All right. Well, at least we got Artemis out there, so that is good news. What do I need to do? I still need to escape 3 chases, right? Need to do 2 more chases. If I wanted to escape chases, how would I go about doing so? We could go with the toxic head-on build. That is an option. I mean, this build is fine. I do enjoy this build. It's overall pretty synergistic. But you know what? Why the hell not? We are gonna go with the good old decisive strike, flashbang, head on, and last but not least, a parental guidance. Oh, parental guidance 100% in the way. So we're gonna do, like, before this was Dance with Me, but parental guidance was so much better. Like, no shot. So we'll do the full-on toxic head-on build, which means I'm gonna drop my med kit, and unfortunately I do not have any firecrackers. I like the David outfit. That's a good outfit. When's the anniversary stream supposed to be, or the next developer stream? I feel like it's coming up soon, right? I feel like that's soon. I feel like I remember them saying something. David's your next P3 for Arctic. Fair. Let's see. Behavior. I feel like they said something about the May 17th. Okay, so like a little bit over a week away. So was it not next Tuesday, but the following, I think? And I do most things on Tuesdays. Either that's gonna be a Monday. Let's see. That was the 15th. There's a very fun build with Bite the Bullet, Lucky Break, and Medkit on Hospital Map. GG's, fun game from the Huntress. Hey, GG's Adventure Cat, GG's. I do appreciate stopping by saying hi. I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I am an educational streamer who plays Magic the Gathering, The Elden Ring, and of course, Dead by Daylight. Very happy to have you here. Where is my wake up? Wake up! Where is it? As in, like, in COTF? Because that done been banned. Wake up too strong on some maps, especially a lot of the maps that we play on, like any ARP, Gas 7, Suffo, Nurse 2 week? Nurse is 2 week, you say? I don't know about that. I don't know about that, friend. Yeah, Wake Up unfortunately just a little bit too strong on specific maps. Like, I could ban it on specific maps, but I don't want the freaking the rules to be like 20 pages long. You need proper decision making to get 6-7 hooks. What, with Nurse? I mean, yeah, that true. That is why Nurse is banned. Last season it was 73% across Group A, Group B. So yeah, she gets banned pretty quick. But I will say, we've seen some examples of when survivors are well seasoned against the Nurse, that it doesn't always go up the Nurse's way. We saw some end game recoveries, but like main game, it was a bit rough. Just a wee bit. 3 blinks not enough. You know, why not just have infinite blinks? Honestly, you know what I could argue is that if you were to theoretically give Nurse infinite blinks base kit, let's just say that theoretically, that you have to then make her fatigue shorter and shorter. And so, or rather her, like, the time between when the fatigue procs shorter and shorter, like, that actually wouldn't be bad. Do I think she needs it? No. I just want to say Nurse needs big buffs. Yeah, like, I need a freaking case of the food poisoning. Infinite range, no fatigue, and infinite hit speed. Yeah, no, like, genuinely breaks the flow of the game. I don't think she needs a buff. Yeah, I mean, they, like I've said before, and I've talked about this at length, how Behavior really did box themselves in a corner with Nurse, because there's, like, fundamentally no way for them to nerf Nurse without them just making her nigh unplayable, right? And so, like, they really did mess up. It's very reminiscent of Evolve, actually, where Evolve had a killer or monster called the Wraith, who very quickly became the best monster in the game, hands down. It was stupid. I actually attribute the fact that Evolve's decline on how ridiculously powerful the Wraith was. But Nurse is similar in that way because they just can't nerf her at a fundamental level without her just being unplayable. Yeah, they done messed up just a wee bit. I mean, the only thing I could think they could do, and as strange as it sounds, is increase her speed to 115 and then give her 1 blink. They would still be really good. I actually have not played the new Lambkin Lane. Ooh, hello. So I do not know what this looks like. It is a Queens. Let's make sure to kick the Vic. Oh, I see the Vic. Where's the gremlin? I hear the gremlin. Checking upstairs. I think the gremlin do be gone. It is actually really nice. I actually really like this layout. Giraffe, you have possession of the Victor. Reduce her speed even more and give her more blinks. I don't think giving her more blinks is a good shout, unfortunately. I don't think that would help much. Oh, she's definitely on you. When in doubt and you're playing against the twins, just use trees. Be environmentally friendly, friends. I did see a glowing totem. I don't know what this is though. I do not know what this is. Whatever it is, it's gone now. Oh, so close. I don't know where anything is. But yeah, 115, 1 blink, I'd actually be generally okay with. I think it wouldn't be a bad balance for her. How do I get in here? Can I not get in here? I guess I can't get into Yellow House. Interesting. I need heals, please. Oh, I love that bug zapper. That's so cool. That's such a cool asset. Good stuff. There's a survivor. Is this House of Pain? Come get me, Victor! Don't have enough time, unfortunate. Make it 8 and 4. The biggest thing is I always look at Nurse from a high level due to the fact of playing competitive. And Nurse is just wicked oppressive. That isn't hard to pull off. High skill curve, strong but punishable if mistakes are made. Shorten her base range from 16 to 8, and 16 and 8 to 12 and 6. Leave her alone. I don't know if shortening her range. I mean, shortening her range wouldn't affect her much, to be completely honest, especially if she is 115. I need helps, friends. I see an uninjured David working hard on a gen, but ain't coming for me. And a Charlotte who is proxying. Oh yeah, no, if they that's the thing. That, like I said, they can't really nerf her without it being her making her unplayable. Oof. David! He's not gonna get to me in time. So I go second stage here, no doubt. Artemis going for it. Yep, second stage. That's mildly unfortunate. Me do things. David going for that hook. No BT. You absolute effing monster. Alright. Is random for open, I think? Gotcha. Actually, that's the second time we've had a killer that, unafraid of DS. I really need someone to heal me, ASAP, holy hell. You know what they use? They used a lot of, the same type of mapping as Thompson House. I like these openings, though. That's actually really sick. Yeah, what's up, Arctic? How you doing? It's a gem. Alright. I mean, yeah, that's kind of just changes in general, right? When developers make change, whether good or bad, there's always going to be the parties that hate it or love it. Yeah, this is the first time me playing on it. It's actually really nice. I really like the way they set this up. That is the Victor. It is really pretty. I overall love this. Anvil is actually true now. It is no longer Satinfield, it actually is Haddonfield. Alright, there is Charlotte. So I think we get this gen, ideally. Oh, Haddon fun. I like that. I like that. It is, like I said, not Satinfield. I don't think they have... I don't know what perks they have, actually. Well, they're not a Scourge Hook. I desperately need someone to heal me. Oh, I hear someone. Where are you? Giraffe, where'd you go? I'm inside the house. I'm pretty sure that's Giraffe. Hi, friend. Can you heal me? I mean, Artemis has to go for Mike, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I'm on death hook. Giraffe's still injured. Mike is on second stage and dropping fast. What killer you are? Yeah, that's fair. I feel that. I feel that. Does Artemis get the unhook is the question. 15 seconds left. Yeah, it's not looking good. I'm sorry, Mike, but you might die on hook. To be fair, you let me go to second stage, so I'm not all too remorseful. I am not all too remorseful. Now, did anyone want to see where the exit gates were? Because I did not. Yeah, Mike is a dead. There it is. Oh, and there she is. Victor's going straight for that exit gate. Yeah, it's not looking good. There's Vic. I mean, I'm recovering behind her. I don't know if this is gonna work, though. Yeah, she pounces, goes for my pickup. Unless you have a Sabo, ain't happening. I'll just leave at this point. Crush Victor and get on gone. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. At least we got a 2 out there. I think that could have gone a whole lot worse. But with that being said, GG, well played to the survivors and the twins. Surveillance, Devo, Undying. Oh, okay, so that's what we cleansed was Devo Undying. Gotcha, gotcha. Then Pop Surveillance. I like it. Cute little build. All right, well, on to the next one, shall we? And I think we'll go back to Killer at 10. That way I can get a few matches of the Demo Boy in. It is nice playing some DBD and chilling and mixing up some games. definitely going to still be focusing on a lot of Elden Ring for the no-hit run, because I do want to complete that. Devo, yeah, I'm seeing a lot more Devo today. I'm here for it. Devo is not something you see often. I'm surprised not to see Devo Undying Haunted as much for, like, the expose stats, but it is a thing. You'd move on because delay? Fair enough, fair enough. Also, I'm gonna be right back. It is sweltering here in this room, so I do want to see if I can put on the AC, so I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. It is specifically this room. Like, the heat isn't on. And once I stepped out of the stream room, it was like moderately nice. It was much cooler. Like, it's just whoever, as like, keep in mind the room that I'm in. This is one of the dorm rooms basically. I'm living on campus because the housing's subsidized. Why the hell wouldn't I? But basically, Frankie and I get a 2-bedroom apartment for free. Absolutely worth it. And whatchamacallit? Blanking out what I was trying to say. Yeah, whoever is a student who ends up in this room versus the other one, oh, I feel bad. I feel bad because like it is just sweltering here with the door closed. To be fair, I have like 3 lights on. I have the light overhead, I have the light there, so, and the computer on. So like it is definitely a bit warm because of that, but still. More Devo, less corrupt. Yeah, I don't think we will ever see matches without corrupts. If we ever do, I don't think those matches go well. More head-on, strong arms, less dead hard. More head-on, less dead hard. That's right, I'm not bringing any tools. I wish that, you know what I really wish at this point? How is it that we are almost 6 years into this game, and that firecrackers just aren't a thing in the blood web by default? Can we like talk about that for a second? How is that not a thing almost 6 years later? Like, real talk. Why are firecrackers not in the blood web? We don't need firecrackers, but I want firecrackers. Still complaining about freaking search bar. I agree. Like, I think I enjoy this at least. Like, this is a step in the right direction because, like, I know generally where every perk is, but I agree. No VSync or anti-aliasing. Well, now you're just asking for a bit much here, Shelby. Now you're just asking for a bit much. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, eventually. Probably not. Maybe when Dead by Daylight 2 comes out, which is also going to be never. I'm going to reveal it. As much as I think that they should at some point, basically say, hey, here's how many more chapters we have left for Dead by Daylight. We are in the process of making Dead by Daylight 2. This DLC content, these characters will transfer over. I don't think they would transfer progress. I'll be real. I think if they were to do anything, they would transfer over characters. Kind of like Overwatch 2, if that makes sense. The Overwatch 2 ain't looking too good right now. It's like very mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. But I could see them eventually doing so. And like if they were to retool like the perk system to maybe it's 1 tier instead of 3, in which case then honestly I wouldn't even mind redoing re-getting all the perks except on killer because that's still miserable. My characters want to lose them all. I mean these are all hypotheticals, mind you. But like as much as I would love for them to do something in that vein, I don't see it happening, unfortunately. It should. It really should. Unfortunately, I just don't ever see it happening. It is a Hagatha. Oh, she has rusty shackles. She has them rusty shackles, friends. As over here going like, oh yeah, we're gonna harass the hag. Nope. Harass the hag I shall not. All right. It also could be... What else could that be? That could be the waterlog shoe, right? Or is it mint rag? Mint rag, I think. But I'm pretty sure that's rusty shackles. Which is so much harder to harass. But that's why it's a thing. But personally, I just still prefer not using rusty shackles, to be completely honest. This is also corrupted. Is main corrupted? As do not know. Oh, there is a Hagatha. So she put a trap. Apparently there's a trap there. I mean, the circle of healing is going to be our best friend, right? We immediately we get injured, we go to circle of healing. Like, if you're over by Shaq's side, know that she has all the traps. Yeah, that's fine. She has all the traps. But I think overall, you take a hit, you immediately... Oh, you're in basement, too. That is more than mildly problematic. That is really problematic, actually. Because she has that thing trapped the hell and back, and I have no idea. I physically can't go for you. I physically cannot go for you. There's a trap right there. Yeah, I think you die on that hook, potentially. Because of how she has it trapped up. You need to go for the unhook. Otherwise, Armin's gonna die. Because, yeah, she has it trapped up the hell and back. And if Rusty Shackles, it gets really hard on this map where the brown blends in well. It's gonna be rough. Because if you take a hit outside of Shack, you're going down in Shack. Like, no doubt. Yeah. Just like that, I think. David does get the unhook, though. Still not looking great, though, I'll be honest. You need to run. We both need to run, to be fair, but you need to run. So, good news, bad news. Good news, we got the unhook. Bad news, Dave is down there now. Not much better, to be honest. Look at us all playing our guitars. Having a good old guitar jam here. Yeah, this just is not looking good, because that hag's gonna have that trapped up the hell. We haven't done any work on any gens. Like, your best approach is probably coming from the left of Shack. instead of the right. I'm gonna start working on gens at this point, because it's just not looking like a fun time, friends. Draft takes a hit, Artemis takes a hit. Like, if we're trading and all of us take hits and aren't doing gens, then yeah, this is the GGs, methinks. Okay, there's a pickup, so Artemis might be able to get David. Hey, friends. I was about to ask how David wasn't on hook. I wasn't on second hook, but that explains that. Because his timer was pretty far in and wasn't second stage. Oh, that was David's boon. Rough. Have the bleed out timers been... Oh, dead man switch? Fantastic. That's a lovely thing. There's BT on Giraffe. Yeah, this ain't looking good. Pick up Artemis. Probably gonna drag Artemis back further into their web. I mean, the only place I know for a fact they don't have traps is back here. Artemis dead. Giraffe, you wanna stop running? You wanna stop running? Because you're gonna run into a trap, I know it. Yeah, at this point, this game is glitched for you. How so, Artemis? I know, like, David's timer was a bit of a mess. I wouldn't give for an urban evasion at this point. Holy hell. That's Deadman Switch should be up. Did they regress this? They did. So I imagine they put a trap next to it. Don't know where though. Oh my god, that regressed so much too. Giraffe is now in chase. Yeah, if you go to main, they have traps there. Oh, that's some BS there. I thought I had the timing perfect. I did not. That was close. I believe that is a known bug, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm down. Only showing me on first, and it's been doing it for others too. Yeah, I think that's a known bug. Yeah, I would say, honestly, just work on gens and leave me to die. She has a trap in front of me. This is a GG. All right, Alex, I hope you have a great night. I'm gonna scry on Kobe. Kobe suicide. Who needs a murder suicide when you can Kobe suicide instead? That's a 1. And a 2. Giraffe is now in chase. Hopefully, hat spawns right next to them. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that definitely is needing like a good flash. Like I was trying to time it well on the traps and just wasn't getting the timing. Shows I have not played enough Rust of Shackles, or rather against enough Rust of Shackles. Oh, well, look at that. Well, GG, well played to the survivors and the Hag. Rusty Shackles and Dry Cicada. They didn't like your arms, but still let you go. Fair enough, fair enough. They appreciate it at least. They didn't want to see you show off. They were insecure about their own strong arms, or lack thereof. Alright, I'll grab this. And Artemis, are you done for the night? And Liz, are you ready to join? I do not see a Liz, and I do not see an Artemis. I believe Artemis is done, or their game crashed. There is options. I do, however, not see a Liz online. So I guess we are going to ready on up. As lag in that game, hey, GG's Redwood, GG's friend. I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I am an educational, I was about to say Dead by Daylight streamer, but I also play a whole lot of other games now. I'm an educational streamer here to teach you how to play Magic the Gathering, do no-hit runs in Elden Ring, and Dead by Daylight. Very happy to have you here. See you too. We do have 2 spots open right now, Shelby, if you are interested in joining. And Redwood, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. If you are interested in jumping over to our other socials, feel free to do so via our link tree. What is Dead by Daylight? It's where you you die by daylight. You were dead, had to share the strong arms. That is fair, that is fair. But yeah, are you still in the match, Shelby? I saw you. I thought I saw you in the match. It is Shelby. I did not see a Shelby. You were here, and now you're not. Oh, there you are. Boop. Seems pretty chill. Hope you gain some success with this. Do some YouTube as well. Would blow up being a chill, humble dude. Well, good news, we do have the YouTube as well, where you can catch all of our archived VODs, as well as some edited content too. We actually are in the process of setting up our initial Elden Ring run supercut. My editor actually is a fellow Guilty one, Project Zero. What is it? I'll hit that with a follow too. You can find it right over on Linktree. It is also Guildspire. Pretty much all my socials are Guildspire. I took a liking to the name from a magic card called Guildspire Avenger, and I pretty much have it on every single social that I am aware of. But I do appreciate Redwood. Thank you, thank you. I hope to see you here in chat in the future. I do stream every Monday through Friday, starting at 7 p.m. CST, and then Saturdays and Sundays over on my competitive Dead by Daylight League, Champions of the Fog, which you can find. Champions. Actually, hold on. Whoop. Champions of the Fog. Good luck to you and have a great night.
But unfortunately, did a panic shot at the ground. And now
oh, is this a 360 Death Slinger?
On the Nia. 2 people were injured over here by the pallet. Might be Nancy.
Oh, yeah, there's a 360 Death Slinger shot. I think that's Deadheads versus How Do We Get Here. Have a good one, Redwood. That's a good clip right there. That's a good clip. I hate that it shouts out me sometimes on that, but I still haven't figured out a solution for that. Don't know why it does it. Hi, Arctic. And that was Psycho, if I remember right. I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I missed a call. Hold up. Who did I miss a call from? Oh, shoot. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I need to message someone real quick. Okay. Don't give me your phone number if you don't want me to call. That is fair. That is fair. Bringing party streamers. No streamers. I don't have streamers. Yeah, I am not hall director on call tonight, and I got a call from a Moorhead number with no voicemail. And so I don't know what that's all about, but I wonder if I handed off the phone today. I don't think I turned off call forwarding, though, so I might have to answer some calls if it comes through again. All right. Have a good one, Redwood, and have fun with the Rasta Shackles Hag. Always a difficult one to counter. I was like, oh, Hag, I can harass her by tricking the traps, and I'm like, oh, Rusty Shackles, yeah, how about we don't do that? Give them to you if you play Fortnite with me. I think I've established Arctic. Don't love you enough for Fortnite. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I could ever get back into shooters again. Maybe one day I'll play some Fortnite. But for now, it's a no-go. Well, now it's a no-go. That is true. You know, that 3 out of 4 people play Fortnite here. I just don't. I don't love you enough for streamers then? That's fair. I'll accept that. That's a fair statement, friend. It's a fair statement. All right, though. Oh, I didn't ready yet. I'll do that now. By the way, Shelby, what are we playing this weekend? Are we playing Deceit, Among Us? I just remember that that is a stuffing thing that we're doing at some point off stream. Smash hits and equip. I have strong arms. Pummel Party. Okay, cool. Thank you, thank you. I think I saw it on Steam that I got a gift. Let me do that real quick. Let me accept it. Though I could, you know, it's very tempting. There's a decline button here on the right, but I'll accept it. I will accept it. Done. It is primed to download. That is rude. I'm pretty certain that I heard you say a similar thing to, who was it? Arctic for gifting you something? I'm pretty sure I heard you say a similar thing. The Pale Rose, okay. Arctic isn't allowed to buy me things. That's, you know, fair. But thank you, Shelby, for the Pummel Party. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I see a Chloe. There is Ruin. No Thrill of the Hunt. No sign of the killer, though. I think it might be a pig. Based on the hook ornaments. They're on Shelby's, that works. Good. Alright, first gen down. So we know of Ruin. I didn't check if Ruin is gone, though. Ruin is gone, cool. Shove it down. Who is it? There's no party hat, so it makes me suspicious that's not a pig. Not a Wraith, not a Legion, not a Deathslinger, not a Pyramid Head. Who could it be? We got a flashbang primed and ready. See someone approaching this way. Clown and has Bamboozle. Maybe Adept Clown. Maybe an Adept Clowny boy. You want heals? Oh, he has Sloppy. Either that or it's Gift of Pain. I don't know which. All I know is it is a slow. He's throwing bottles at Broken Hook. Arctic, did you break this poor man already? This clown came in to clown around, and you over here breaking him. Literally, less than, what, 60 seconds? Less than 60 seconds and Arctic's done broke this person's will to live. I play both. I actually will be playing a little bit of Killer after this in about 15 minutes or so, in order to play some Demo Boy. I have a competitive match of Dead by Daylight this weekend. I want to be prepped and ready to play some demo. Should be a fun time. So Arctic has officially broken this this clown's will to live. So let's do the gin, shall we? Yes, we are going to be playing the demo puppy. Played some Trapper and some Legion earlier as well. Let's see, what is inside Felix's head? And the answer is no thoughts, head empty. What about Claudette's head? I can't see into Claudette's head, unfortunate. Stick around for that and wish you luck at the comp games this weekend. I appreciate it. Come on, I want to see inside of Claude's head. Nope, close, no cigar. Alright, one more gin, we'll do it. What is going on here? Is Arctic just freaking leading the clown around? What are we having here? I'm gonna bet that he downs Arctic with no head. Right now. Like 3 seconds. Give it 3 seconds, clown hits him with no head. No? Still nothing? Alright, well. That's an easy escape, I suppose. What's my challenge? What do I need to do? I initially need to escape 3 chases. What's my current one? I think it's medals. We just need to get medals, get re-medals or whatnot. Oh, that is probably as close as I can get it. Oh. I poke your belly. I poke it. No. I poke. I said no. Arctic just stabbed me over and over again like he's freaking Legion. I think I found the, was it the 5th or 6th member of Legion? Now both of you are freaking stabbing me. Where's Giraffe? Are you at the next gate, Giraffe? Don't wanna leave before you're ready to go. He has nurses. 5th. Okay, we're gonna go. I think Giraffe is good to go. Wanna play another game? I was just waiting for Giraffe. I didn't know if our 4th was at the X gate. Sorry about that, Danny. Literally just sitting there going, where is this person? Oh, green glyph? Okay. So Giraffe is doing a glyph real quick. But I appreciate you being a good sport, Danny, and good luck. Have fun on your next matches. And apologies for Arctic for breaking your will to kill. Arctic is what we call a toxic survivor. Arctic isn't toxic, but oh my god. The unhooked strats are rough. To be fair, I've done that too. The unhooked strats are rough. He's anti-hook Shelby. Doesn't like anyone hooked. I mean, that is the name of the game when it comes to survivors, to be fair. Arctic is just aggressively so. But I do appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach you how to play Magic the Gathering, do no-hit runs in Elden Ring, and of course, Dead by Daylight. So do appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. Would love to see you here in chat more often. Art is a resident flashbang user. That is true. That is true. Expert, yes, expert. Alright, alright. Ba-da-ba-ba. And now we wait for Arctic to join the lobby. Probably able to do one more Survivor match, and then we'll go to Demo Boy. Excuse me. Do some demoing. The big old Demo Dog Demo Dome. Arctic forgot to hit continue button, okay? Arctic doesn't know what the continue button is. I was mesmerized by stream. You know what? That's fair, that's fair. But to join you all for Fortnite sometime. Yeah. I think if I were to get back into a shooter, maybe specifically more or less a battle royale, I think I'd probably be more down to play Apex. Apex is a lot of fun. They like you and your content community. Truly hope you gain the following you deserve. I appreciate that, Redwood. That does mean a lot. At the end of the day, I'm here to honestly, like, not get big. If it happens, it happens. But like the way that this community has grown in the time that I have been streaming over the last 2 years has been insane. But like my goal at the end of the day really just comes down to, you know, making lives better in some way, shape, or form, whether that be me teaching something new as an educational streamer, making a day better in some way, shape, or form by making it smile, making it laugh, giving you a sense of community, so on and so forth. If I can do those things, then I've succeeded as a content creator, and I'll walk away happy with that alone. But do appreciate the compliments. It does mean a lot. By competence in a 2v1, and to believe I play in squads a lot, he was mean. They're being mean. Let's play Rainbow Six Siege. I want to play Siege. The thing is about Siege, you know what Siege is a good comparison to? Siege is, well compared to League. Technically speaking, you could, like, if you stopped playing League of Legends for 3 years and went back to play it, you could theoretically go back and play it well. However, the moment that you see freaking the new champs, you're like, what the hell does this do? Right? The same thing with Rainbow Six, and that's the only thing, like, I have not kept up with Rainbow Six. I've at least kept up a little bit with Apex. Definitely not as much as I should if I ever want to play it again. Went down downhill. It used to be so good and fun, then it went away from the realism aspect. I don't even mind that. Like, it's still, in my opinion, one of the best shooters, like, competitive shooters outside of CSGO currently. Played the crap out of that game for years, and it's rough when you take a long break. Oh, seriously. Like, I played Siege for a long time on stream. Actually, are my Siege gameplays archived or unlisted? I don't even know anymore. Hold up. I'm curious on that. Because I used to play a lot of Siege. Liquid, you guys have definitely seen in chat. I met through actually, no. I don't think I met through Siege. I think it was through other means, but we played Siege together. Let's see. Rainbow. Are they archived, unlisted? They are privated, so yeah. I guess no, there's one stream of Rainbow Six Siege that's out there because it has some Dead by Daylight in it, funny enough. Like, I have a good, like, 45 streams worth of Siege on here. Oh, Shovel Knight. I forgot that my Shovel Knight playthrough was on here. I completely forgot about that. Holy hell. Maybe one day, I will unarchive those. Like, I was such a different content creator back then. Like, I didn't really have a sense of what I wanted to do as a content creator, like what my reason for creation was. Actually, I knew what my reason was for like my old content, and it was honestly to distract myself from the current reality of things in my life, which was my dad dying from pancreatic cancer. Like, for those of you I think who have been around, you've probably heard that like the reason why I started streaming was my dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and I've always wanted to do content creation. It gave me something to like invest myself in and really like focus into that gave me a mental break from the current state of things and the reality of what was going on with my family and specifically my dad. But man, yeah, I was such a different content creator back then. Like, I didn't really have an initiative or a goal. It was just to stream. I don't know. Would I ever unarchive those? That's such an interesting question. I appreciate it, Redwood. It's been... Actually, it hasn't theoretically been all too long ago. I guess 5 years-ish. I guess 5 years is longer than I think it is. Time flies. It happened 5 years ago, so I've processed that at this point, and I've been streaming for about 6 years. Would you guys like to see the older content? Like the old, like I doubt you guys would even watch it. Like if I unarchived it, like a lot of it's like, what is it? Division, like the original Division, Rainbow Six Siege, Magic the Gathering. I have some Shovel Knight playthroughs. There's Transistor, which I'd actually, you know what? I would love to replay Transistor. I might do that one day on stream. There was Child of Light, which honestly was one of my favorite games alongside Transistor. I would also love to replay that on stream. Minecraft playthroughs. What else? What else was on there? Halo, Doom. Was it Doom 2016? I think it was. Freaking, that was a fun time. Doom 2016. Oh, the clown. Oh, I just ran into him. Sometimes. I think I make window. Oh, I don't have Dead Hard on this build. I'm a fool. Good hit. Trying to think why. I mean, Kemsey is an up-and-coming DVD content creator who plays a lot of clowns, so that could be why. I could see that being a reason. You don't get me to a hook now, I don't think. Good body block, Arctic, by the way. That gave me plenty of distance to work with. 360'd. Thank you for the body blocks there, Liz. I appreciate it. Or, sorry, not Liz. I'm seeing Liz in chat, and it's Giraffe. Also, Liz does play Fang, so I got a bit confused there. Okay, I think I'm good. But thank you for the body block, Giraffe. Appreciate it. Hi, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for that body block. Good frickin' stuff. Oh, I didn't realize he vaulted too. That's unfortunate. I did not expect him to throw bottle through window and vault together. That was a bit shocking. You might be able to get the hook on Shelby. No, I don't think so. Oof. He seemed fast? Potentially. There's unhooking coming. I think comes back for me at this point, yeah? I think he goes the hill if he does so. Actually, there's one right next to me. There's no way. Good attempt there. Good attempt there. Remember that he does have Bam Bam. This man does have the bamboozles. I don't think he likes me for some reason. I don't know why. He does not seem to be a fan. He just tossing bottles everywhere. Honestly, I'd say heal up and do gens because this man ain't leaving me. Which is honestly fine by me if 3 gens in. Or 3 gens left. We're good. You know what I could do? Is maybe one of the projects I can give 0 after the Elden Ring supercut is finished is I tried to get in between, I couldn't in time, sorry. Maybe it's to do some supercuts of older games. That could be a thought that I would be down with. Would you guys like that? So it wouldn't be like all the VODs, but like especially for single player games like Transistor and whatnot, maybe do supercuts of those. Might be interesting. We have Arctic and Shelby down. Shelby got off the shoulder though. Looking good, looking good. Honestly, not a bad trade as we're gonna get 2 gens here for the price of 2 hooks. Let's finish this real quick, the Prove Thyself, and then I'll heal ya. Oh. Shelby, take that. Yeah, he is gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for like a 2-3 person unhook here. Alright, at least we got Arctic down. But now I'm over here. I was like looking at the heal time and like, why aren't they healed yet? Why aren't they healed yet? We got it eventually, so that's good. So at least we reset now. At least we reset. I have DS, if he goes for the tunnel, I'm fine with that. We have 1 gen left. Arctic trying to do Arctic things. Keep in mind, you do lose the health state by doing that. There's the DS. He downs me. This is fine, I have DS. Arctic goes down. I'm glad I didn't go that way. Yeah, he goes for me. Oh, that's brutal strength. That there's a brutal strength, friends. He lost me, though, so good news there. Arctic. That's not good. So that's Arctic dead. Giraffe taking a hit, but I think they need more than just one there. Shelby taking a hit. Might be able to get the third. If they get the third, it might work. Fourth, Jesus. I mean, that is a play, an aggressive one at that, but it is a play, I suppose. Do either one of you have adrenaline? Because I hope so. Taking 4 body blocks. Eee. Well, I hope you're covered by the time I get to you. All I'm saying. Know what? Know what? No what? I'm gonna try and take him away from the hook. Giraffe, why are you here? Giraffe. I tried. Hook to give? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But you're injured. That doesn't usually work out too well, unfortunately. That usually leads to a slug and continued chase. I'd just say get the 2-man out at this point. That's all good. I was like, wait 1 second. Why are you here? Oh no, Giraffe dies now. That's rough. Shelby gets pushed out, unless Giraffe has... No, you aren't on hook. Oh, was Giraffe holding shift? Did that happen? Yep, that's exactly what happened. Shelby with the attempted heal tech, Giraffe with the denial. And unfortunately, that will be a 3K for the clown. But either ways, GG, well played to the survivors and the clown. Hello? Oh, well, I said it twice. Bloodborne and Worry? Oh, I see. I was waiting for him to be on hook. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, well, we are gonna mix it up, though, and do some Demo Boy. Nope, all the wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. Alright, so let's see here. Here's the Demogorgon. And we can keep this. Is it Kill Your Friends time? No, it's pubs. It is pubs still. What build do I want to use? I mean, I know what build I want to use. Do I have? I guess I do have the Lycan. I do have the Lycan. I got. Who is sending me emails this late? All right. Let's do Lycan and Barb's glasses. And we do have some offerings. So do we go, let's do... I know what I don't have on demo. All right, so let's do this in the meanwhile. We'll do the make your choice. Pop Scourge. But I do want Call of Brine. So let's try and get Call of Brine on demo. Like in his band? It is most certainly not, friendo. Grab those. Lycan is the only thing I think that's currently making demo viable. Scourge Shook. Try to get it. Fine, you take my perks then? Okay, we'll do Adept. We'll do Adept next match. That is fine. That is fine. Alright. A Petrified Oak. Escape Cake. Vigo's Jar of Salty Lips. Alright, alright. I mean, I personally like the Make Your Choice build with Lycan. It is very strong. So probably what I'm gonna use tomorrow. What map is demo on tomorrow? Does anyone know? Off the top of your head? All right. So I just wanted to read a message from Rue. Dead Dog is Wraith Suffo Demo. I think Call of Brine Pop then, right? Call of Brine Pop, make your choice. That sounds right. But then, oh man, Demo on Suffo does not get a lot of value, does he? Because you don't really get a lot of the Lycan benefit. So maybe I don't bring Lycan. But at the same time, at least it's information. There's give and take there to argue one way or another. Because I feel like if I'm going to stick to 3-gen, run Pop and Pop and Call of Brine. Interesting. Freak as a trial phase? I think not. Right, there and here. I heard ya. I'll just do this real quick. Get some information. 1, 2, and 3. So I think the person there on that gen went to a locker. In that case. That'd make the most sense. Yep, there they are in the locker. Hi there, Fields Me Boy! How you doing? So I wonder if we don't see them run off the gen, I'm gonna say they're in that locker again. Okay, they're off the gen. Did not think they're gonna fall for that. They do. So here's the down. I was wondering why he was sneaking into the corner. Boil over. Interesting choice. Alright, let's put you here. We have a portal nearby. Alright, let's go in for the pop. That is the Claude. We'll give you distance. I'm gonna pop this. There's make a choice on Dwight. Oh, that was satisfying. Hello, Dwighty boy. Come here. Oh, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Just freaking watch me smack him through the window. Alright, let's go back to this gen. Kick it again for another 20 seconds off. Down to the portal. Even though we don't have the make your choice, might as well interrupt the heal, right? Hi, Dweet boy. Sorry, but you're in a bad spot. I'm not gonna pick you, but I'm gonna slug you out nonetheless. I like that you coming in. I'm not sure if this is for just the chase or if you're coming in for the Sabo play. Ooh. Cheeky plays. I like it. Alright, Dwight back up. That could have been an unbreakable. Seemed a bit quick. Let's go chucking-ins over here. And let's go over here. Alright, who is that? I think that is Felix. Hi, Felix. How you doing, bud? Vault. No dead heart. Let's get down. Alright, sounds good, Shelby. Enjoy a match. I'll enjoy shredding these survivors. No, no, no. No boilover value today, friends. Crows come back. Scratch marks. That is the Dweet boy. Alright. You don't have much working for you here, friend. What? I mean, sure. I'm fine with this. I am absolutely fine with that. Buddy, I think not. Alright, let's go find the Claudette. So Felix and Dwight in bad spots to go for the Sun Hook for sure. I see the unhooking coming. Hi, Dwight. Oh, I swung early. Whoops. Sorry, Dwight. Give me just 1 second, bud. There we go. Oh, he has boil over too. We're actually not gonna put you in there. I'm gonna bring you back over here. Also, I just noticed something with Make Your Choice. I think it will, when Demo teleports, he's technically still in the original location on the teleport, interestingly enough. That gen's pretty well regressed. Let's go over here. They have cleansed a lot of my portals. And I see Felix there. He's injured too, so yeah, we'll go for him. There you go, Felix me boy. Let's get you on a Scourge and then hook. That is the Claudette. They did not get rid of my portal either, so I should be able to teleport over there. Especially if they heal. If they heal, Claudette is going to be in trouble. Oh, that's perfect. Do you think they're wondering how I know where they are every time? I get the sense that they might be wondering how I know where they are every time. Miss skill check. Oh, the Dwight. Yup. Honestly, I'll give that 4th gen to you if you really want. Just a little bit early. Just a little bit too early. Sorry, but that is a bit dicey for you. Alright, let's get you up on this hook, and I'm pretty sure Claude's still in that corner. We can confirm that with the lichen, too. Oh, she went right past. Oh, Claudie. Demo would like a few words with you. Good, dead hard. Nicely done, Claudette. Well, you actually dropped that. Go for it. Alright. I mean, this is all for not in the long run, but I appreciate the plays. Yeah, she wasn't looking behind her there. Alright, up you go. And I forget who has a hook left in them. If it is Claudette, we just call it and release it. Hi. I'm gonna wait. I personally hate the camp out. I mean, it's a lot harder with Lycan demo, to be fair, but when it's the second to last survivor on hook, I just camp him out. No reason not to. Let's just snap, end the game. Let's get on to the next one, shall we? Honestly, I would argue that, hiding out for a hatch is probably like just as bad as looking for the 4K, so I like to mitigate that. And it's Mark! Thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach you how to play Magic the Gathering, do no-hit runs on Elden Ring, and, of course, Dead by Daylight. Very happy to have you here. Would love for you to join our other socials, which you can find right over on our link tree. Let's find the Whitey Boy. Whitey Boy in a lock on me, thinks. No, he ain't. I see the Dwight Boy, yes I do. Dwight Boy over here. Hope you're having a great stream. I am, thank you, I appreciate it. Dwight Boy, hi Dwight Boy. And hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. Alright, Dwight Boy, what's the plan here? I was gonna say game plan altogether. Answer is, there is none. Okay, I have a hard and fast rule. If I hear the hatch, I'll give it to you. There you go, buddy. All yours. And with that being said, GG, well played to these survivors. All right, yeah, Lycan doing a whole lot of work there. I think Lycan on most maps is gonna be good. I think on Suffo Pit, I don't know though. I do not think it will be as valuable. So I'm thinking of probably Nixon Lycan on Suffo. but it could still be good. The question is, what would I replace with it? Right. Start one chase with infinity seconds and survive opening chest or picking up an item. Let's do the damage to 8 generators. Ready on up, shall we? And we are going to change your build ever so slightly to the Call of Brine. Pop goes the weasel. And make your choice. I was like, I'm forgetting one of them. So in that case, I think that's number 4 for make your choice. 5 for Pop goes the weasel. There we go. How many of these do we have? 4. So I guess we'll use this for 3 more games. Might as well get the new perks from the Onryo onto Demobot here. Demodog, owner of the Dimsdale Demodone. Let's see, Colorbrine 2. Grab Floods of Rage. And Colorbrine 3. Right in time. Good stuff. All right. Mama May 0420. We'll give them a hello after this match is complete. And if you guys do stop on by and say hi to them, please do not mention that we are their TTV killer. Of course, they'll find that out at the end of the match, at which point make sure to give them a GG well played and drop a follow to show them our support. All right, probably have time for like 2 matches, maybe 3 if they're quick. Probably 2 matches of the Demobot. Let's see what map this is on. The only thing is, I will say, with not having Scourge, like, it's like making sure I have the game sense to know what gens are what progress. Guess that's the only thing with not having Scourge and then Hook. Like, Scourge Hook just gives you so much raw info. Scourge Hook Pain Res, to be exact. Because, like, it tells you how many survivors are on the gen if they're on the gen. What gen has the most progress. Like, it's just such good info. And damage to the gen. Like, it is... You know what I would argue? Scourge Hook Pain Resonance is better than Tinker. I think that to be true at this point. As long as you're getting downs, and that's the biggest thing, of course. You need to get downs, you need to be near a Scourge Hook, but I think Scourge Hook Pain Resonance arguably better than Tinkerer because it does the same thing, but better. All right, let's put a portal next to the gen here. And let's put one... Oh, I hear him. Maybe I don't. Right, let's take a look. See where they are. 1, 2, 3. Don't see 4. Ooh, a sprint burst. Cheeky sprint burst. You got it, friend. Pallet was to your right. Look at that. They are in main now. Going to Shack, it looks. Honestly, getting Shack Pallet out this early, I'm fine with. Yeah, I'll go for it. We definitely don't get out here. If they... I don't think basement's there, right? There's no way? Is basement here? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's get you over here. Then go up to main for the Pop Colorbrine. They might get it before I'm able to get in. brine time. That was a really odd freaking pounce, holy hell. I don't know what that looked like to them, but I hit an invisible wall. Down you. I was wondering if there's a bounce land, and there was not, thankfully. Let's go up and pop Colubrine that again. Let's see where the other one went. Do we get you to this hook? It might be a bit greedy of me. We do have an active portal here, which would be good. We do. That's a fast fall? What you doing, friends? Okay. Going to Shack, keeping me nearby. Ooh, look at you with that sprint burst 99. I appreciate. Now, will you get enough distance here is the question. Yeah, I know the play, I know the play. You'll have to bait me out a little bit better than that. Here's the make a choice. Fangman right here. I think not, friends. Yeah, so it does track where you are, not where you're going to be. That's actually huge. There's the lichen. One of them went to a locker, I think. I'm trying to listen to what locker that could be, but I don't hear him. That should have some progress, keep that in mind. Ooh, a boon totem, you say? It's down you, friend. I see you, Claudie girl. Don't think I don't. Make sure that this isn't the unbreakable boon. Oh, Claudies. You're being daring, you're being brave, but just a tad stupid too. Yeah. I mean, if you complain about the three-man slug here, that's all on you. Like, you had all the time to get the unhook on the other side of the map, reset, what have you. Good bait, I appreciate. You have Dead Hard? I think that may have been. I'll just take my time. Your friends are gonna be bleeding out before you get back to them at this rate. Good stuff. And that will be that. Alright, friends. I appreciate the lack of struggles. And no need to worry about the slugs either, I got built-in deer stalker. Let's find where they are. Let's end your suffering, friends. Hello, get me girl. Up you go. Dead on hook. And last one is like right over here, methinks. Yep, right in between the two. Alright, we coming for you, don't you worry. Just need to walk back now that I know your location. Hi, Claudie. Upsy daisy. And up you go. With that being said, that there will be the end of this match. I want to see something. Is this really a invisible wall? Yeah, that sucks. Like, imagine how good that would be to be able to like pounce from up there and like hit a survivor over here. That's so unfortunate there's an invisible wall up there. But either ways, GG's well played to these survivors. I only damaged one gem there. Alright, let's give a shout out to Mama May. Mama May 0420. And Mama May, just about to give you a shout out. Thank you much for stopping by saying hi. Welcome to the Guilty Ones. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I am an educational streamer here to teach you how to play everything from Magic the Gathering, Elden Ring, no-hit runs, and of course, Dead by Daylight. Very happy to have you here. GG's, my friend, GG's. All right. Well, let's do probably 1 or 2 more demo matches. How's your stream been? Hopefully well. Go on over and drop a follow over your way as well. And Guilty Ones, if you haven't already, make sure to stop on by and say hi to Mama May. Show them our love, as we are always here to support other Dead by Daylight content creators. That being said, let's already on up with the demo once again. Yeah, so I think on 3-gen maps like Suffo, Call O'Brien is the move. I think, however, on like general maps, like we're playing in pubs, I think Scourge Hook Pain Res is the go-to, as we did not get like too much value from Call O'Brien. We got some, but not too much. But we have Lycan for a couple more matches, probably till the end of stream. And I see a flashlight, 2 toolboxes, and of course, a medkit. Honestly, medkits being the best item in the game, so good on you, Dwightabar. We also do have another TTV in lobby, so I do want to remind everyone that if you are going to be stopping by and saying hi, please not mention to them that we are their TTV killer. They, of course, will find us out at the end of the match, whether or not they survive or they die. At which point, make sure to stop on by their stream and give them a GG well played and drop a follow so you can show them that we support other Dead by Daylight content creators. Thank you, even my phone agrees. Whereas basically, Twitter has something on its mind, and it is... what Twitter's saying? Extra Life, stop on by and liked the tweet. I know it's probably like a bot or something to that degree that like goes through and like tweets and replies to like my Extra Life things. It's still really nice. I think it's still like a really cool touch. I could see like maybe game developers like behavior, even Wizard Coast doing that, where like it shows at least a little bit of thank you to like content creators and people who like tweet that stuff out. And it seems personalized enough, just enough that it seems human, but I'm almost 100% certain based on the stamp that it's 100% a bot. But hey, I can still appreciate the human touch. Oh. Alrighty though. Let us see what map the entity brings to me, and we got a Badham 3. I haven't played Badham in a hot minute. Okay. Let's put this down. Let's go to 2-story and put a portal here. Check here. And we see a 1, a 2. So there's a boon. 2 people on this gen, however. Now that's 1 survivor. There is a second. There's the Dweet Boy. Thank you, Dweet Boy, for the hit and for the pallet. I will shred that in due time. In the meanwhile, though, let's go for you so I can get Pop in hand. He's gonna go for the vault. I don't think I have the distance necessary for the shreds, so we vault with him. This sets up specific distance from us to him. Now I think he has to go for pallet, right? Alright, perfect. Alright, let's make sure we go back to that gen and Pop and Call O'Brien it. Oh, god dang it. I hate. Yeah, so that didn't work out as planned, unfortunately. No. Sorry to say, but that ain't an option. Your altruism will get you all killed. Ooh, the Sabo plays. Okay. Okay, Breakout 2, Sabo, flashlights. I see it, I see it. I like what I'm seeing. I don't like that I'm experiencing it, but I see it. Hey, check for the footsteps. I hear him on my right, so we go to the left. That is the Dweet Boy. We're gonna ignore him. I need to pop this gen, methinks. There's Make Your Choice. They did pop it. That there's the Fang Min. So it must have been Meg in that case who has been hit with the Make Your Choice. But we'll continue on the Fang Min, methinks. Down. There, I'm on my right. Sorry to say, that still ain't gonna work, Dwight Boy. These guys are aggressive with those flashlights, ain't they? A little bit too aggressive for their own good, to be honest. Is there anyone anywhere else? Hi there, friendo. Yeah, you get it. You get the unhook, that's fine. You know what I want to see? I want to see where Meg is. What gen is she on? I don't see her on a gen necessarily. So going for the unhook. Let's down the Fang Min. Let's pop the gen real quick. Meg definitely is hit with Make a Choice. Opsy go. And let's put a portal right here and go to 2-story, methinks. Actually, let's go right here. You see one person on gen there. Who's here? That is a Dwight. Yeah, hello! That worked out well. Alright, we see Dwight, and looks like Fangman going for the unhook. So let's go back to the unhook. Fangman's gonna regret that decision, because we'll know she doesn't have a DS. Good, dead hard, love it. There's a down. Sorry, friends, but that ain't gonna work here. So Fangman down. What was that sound then? I hear someone. Head on. Okay, I was wondering. I was like a bit suspicious there. I was a bit suspicious of why we heard that. So they do have a head on. Yeah, sorry, friend. That won't work out too well for you here. If you have a decisive? Nope. All gens over there are done, so no reason to go there. Check here, nothing there. What about House of Pain? Hi, Dwight. House of Pain was a yes, and there's a tweet bar that we are gonna shred to death. We did lose him. I did not listen hard enough for his footsteps. Go to the mind game there on the Duete. And looks like that means Nia is the make your choice target. Oh Jesus, the door's blocked. Of course it is. You have to go all the way around. And everyone's on Death Oak, with the exception of, I think, Nia. There's Nia, there's Meg. Nia, my dear, you are make your choice, and I'm right here. I hear you, Dwighty boy. Alright, let's pick up. Up you go, friendo. And let's see if you have a decisive strike, Tweet. Answer is, no. Alright, Meg, if you want to escape, I would recommend not going for the unhook. I did warn you. Oh, head on? We're gonna just fake her out here. I tried to see if I could get the bait. She vaults out. She goes this way, right? Oh, holy hell. Hold up. I think Nia's here as well. It's not just Meg. Meg definitely went left. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like a styptic or something, hence why I waited. That, however, was a styptic. That's bait. Saw that medkit go away. I don't think so, Nia. I know the tools. I know the tricks. Ain't gonna get away with that. Let's see if we can see Meg on that. We cannot. I bet you she's still in the main building, or still in two-story. By basement trapper on DDS. Oof. You got it. Locker tech. I'm gonna grab you. Link a friendo. And we should be good to bring her right back here. But with that being said, that there will be the end of the match. And GG, well played to these survivors. I forget, can I jump gap with demo? No, you should be able to. You absolutely should be able to. GG, well played. All right. Oh wow, it wasn't a, it was an anti-hemorrhagic syringe. It was not a styptic. Oh shoot. I almost messed up because if I had waited probably like, I don't know what, 8 more seconds, then they would have been healed. Good stuff. Well, let's give a shout out to Efron the Worthy? I think that's right. Efron the Worthy? Is that right? Looks like it is.
It's not even an interview with.
However, they are not live. But either ways, they'll make sure to stop on by and say hi when they do.
Thing I've ever heard.
All right.
says
Well, I think on that note, we are going to end the stream here.
You can moonwalk on controller.
As always, you guys did enjoy the show. I was gonna wait for the clip to end. Now I can continue. As always, guys did enjoy the show. Please make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help your kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. I'll be live tomorrow. Actually, I don't think I'll be live tomorrow, but I'll be live Sunday over on Champions of the Fog. Otherwise, I'll be back Monday for some Monday Night Magic at 7 p.m. CST. I'll see you then. Bye-bye!